right, friends, let's zoom in here a little bit. So I have all of my nails already put on my little stand. Now, to put these on this little stand, and look in the description box and I have a link where you can get this. I use the Gorilla mounting putty. This stuff is removable. You know, it's like the stuff that teachers use to stick the poster board up on the wall. You can use this as many times as you like for your nails until it stops being sticky. But I just place a blob of that on the little stand and then just gently press the nail on top of it. That's going to hold the nails on. Now we need to prep the nails. These particular nails are from a company called Nail Bliss. I said I'll have the links in the description box below. Now I like to lightly is the key phrase here, lightly buff the nails before I polish them. Why? Because these are really smooth and shiny, and if you buff them just a little bit, it helps the polish to adhere. And I will wipe them down with a cloth, wipe them on my pants, whatever, when I'm done. So let me finish buffing all of these and I'll be back. Okay, so all of these have been buffed slightly. Let's do this one. Now, I do have a handful of nail stamping videos over on my main channel, but they are several years old. So I thought instead of transferring them over to this channel, I'll just make some new ones. But anyway, we're going to be painting these. This is, if you can see that label there, this is from OPI. And the color Nessie Plays Hide and Seek. So we are going to begin to paint our nails, and I like to actually take it off the stand and hold it because sometimes I put a little too much pressure and I knock them off. So let's get our brush out here, and I like to start in the middle and go out. Why? That stops your polish from building up underneath the edge. And then go from the middle down to the bottom like so, to the middle, to the edges like that. I don't start at one end and then just go straight like that, because then, like I said, the polish will build up on the edges and it can make a mess. So from the middle out. Now this polish is pretty thin. All blue polishes are. So I usually use 2 to 3 coats of this. This is not a gel polish, of course. This is a regular polish. So you are going to have to let it dry in between coats. But I'm cool with that. So whatever I do for these nails, of course, I'm going to do for another set because 10. All right, so let me paint these. I'm going to let them dry, do another coat, let that dry, and then we will come back. Okay, so I think the polish has pretty well dried. I did 3 coats, actually. Now we're going to start stamping. I have my stamping polish here. This is from Maniology. The color is So Metal. This plate is also from Maniology. I'm trying to keep it angled so that the big bright light up here doesn't blind you. But look at this. How cute is this plate? This is the plate number M017. Look in the description box. I'll have links to where you can purchase all this stuff. And I really like this crackle finish right here. So that's what I'm going to go with, okay? Like I said, we'll try to position this plate so that the light is not blinding you, but yet you can still see what I'm doing. I have my Maniology little cotton ball grabber here. You just push it down, grab your cotton, voila. I had my scraper card over here somewhere. I'll get that in a minute. But anyway, one of my favorite things to keep on hand when I'm stamping is I just roll this tape over onto itself like that. And I have done this in all of the years that I've been stamping nails. I do this. Okay, so for a scraper, I use this Aldi gift card. I have used it for so many years. I'm very attached to it, okay? So that's why I'm using it. But the tape here is to clean our stamper. And I will say that Maniology probably has one of the best jelly stampers I've ever used. So anyway, which way do I want this crackle to go? Because see, it gets bigger here and then more narrow. I think I'll just leave it as is, I think. Yeah. Now, when you are stamping, you need to put your polish on, you need to scrape it, and then stamp it quickly, okay? So I'm not really going to be going slow during this process. I'm going to be going as quickly as possible. So let's use this section here. Scrape it down. Stamper directly on top. Don't press really hard. Just gently press it. You don't need to press hard at all. If you press hard, then a lot of times you don't really pick up a lot of the polish. So let's just grab this little one here. And some people roll their stamper. I like to go straight down. So you just center it wherever you want your polish to be on the nail. I'm pressing straight down, bringing it straight back up, not dragging it at all. And there is your Crackle finish. How cool is that? Now you see we have this leftover polish. That's why I use the tape. I just dab my stamper on it like so. And voila, it is clean. That also gets off any bit of lint that is on your stamper. Because if you have lint on your stamper, you're not going to get good results either. All right, so this is 100% acetone, and it has like the pump lid. I just put my cotton right there and pump it with my hand like so. You want to clean your plate after every single stamp, okay? Because if you don't, then the dried polish gets stuck in there and you are not going to be able to pick it up very well. It's not going to look good. All right, so I will not be going as slowly with the rest of these nails because I've already gone kind of slow and explained this to you. All right, I think that should be dry. So let's get everything into place. I like to have everything ready before I start. And you see this polish that has built up here. You can scrape that off with a cotton swab. Okay, like so. You see how that has built up there? Okay, let's keep that here. Let's put the polish on about halfway down the design. Card. Scrape, stamper, gently press, and there's your design. Okay, now I have a lot of people that leave me questions and they're like, I can never get my polish to pick up on my stamper. Did you take off the blue seal? Because there is a blue seal that covers your plate, and you know what? And I know, as silly as that sounds, a lot of people don't take that seal off. All right. Now, in previous videos, I used the Sally Hansen Insta-Dry polish for my stamping polish. But I'm telling you, I think they changed the formula or something because it doesn't work nearly as well as it used to. And I liked using it because, you know, it was easily accessible. You could just walk into Walgreens, Walmart, what have you, and find it. And you can't do that anymore. But this is a really good stamping polish, and I'm pretty happy with it. All right, got some on my fingers. Okay. All right, so now I'm just going to shut up and do the rest of these. Okay, so I have all of these nails stamped and they are looking pretty good. They look better in real life than they do on camera, I'll tell you that. So down here you can see where I have missed a little spot. So what you can do when you do that is just try to pick up a little bit more. Let's see. I have some of the polish left on this stamper, so you can just kind of touch it up like so. Let's try to do that. There you go. And now that has been touched up and the design is all over the nail. All right, so let's make double sure that this polish has dried. So I'm gonna let that sit there for a few minutes while I clean all of this up. Then we'll do a top coat. Okay, so let's do a top coat. Once again, this top coat is from Maniology. Now, when you're putting a top coat on stamped nails, you don't want to put the brush on there and then drag it. Because what that's going to do is, basic chemistry here, like removes like. So this is going to slightly dissolve the stamped polish and it can smudge it if you're not careful. So you just want to barely put your polish, your top coat on the nail and just kind of barely wipe it. You don't want to drag the bristles across the design. You just want to float it on across there. All right, so let's get this. See, I'm just going to tap it and then just barely float it like so. Now with the other polish that I used to use, like I said, the Sally Hansen polish, it would smudge really badly. And this is some really good stamping polish here, so I don't think we're going to have to worry about that, but still be careful. All right, so I'm going to finish these up, let them dry, take a picture so that y'all can see at the end. I hope y'all enjoyed this. If you would, please give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, check me out on other forms of social media, the links to all of which will be in the description box down below, and hope to see y'all next time.